Good afternoon and welcome to On the Couch with Nomzamo. Today I just want us to talk about FOMO and Black Friday. Yeah. We all know Black Friday to be notoriously known for turning even the smartest shoppers into compulsive shoppers. But what motivates us to respond the way we do boils down to psychology. First, as humans, we haven't managed to conquer the spirit of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. It is this FOMO that triggers feelings of social exclusion and isolation, playing on our fear of being excluded, which then messes with our deepest emotional, social, intellectual, and behavioral responses. Essentially, FOMO tells our brains to spend, resulting in impulsive purchasing. When we see people grabbing things in stores and posting what they have bought on social media, what's on promotion, how much they've saved, we think we're going to lose out, which is why we then start acting the way we do. Head to the shops, start buying impulsively. Why, you may ask? We have the need to feel accepted by our friends and society. Why it beats me? Because the money is yours. It's for your bank account for you to spend. Had nothing to do with friends and society. But again, while Black Friday is about bargains and deals, the motivation to shop and get caught up in Black Friday frenzy has deep roots in what is referred to as consumer psychology. You see, the limited sales time, the product quantities, and all these traps we fall for are some of the techniques that are as a result of somebody spending time studying consumer behavior. Yes, because they need to lure us into falling into this trap of buying even when we don't need things, just because we perceive them to be on sale. And most often than not, if you do proper calculations, you find that they're actually not even on sale. Don't get me wrong, some items you do find them at bargain prices compared to regular prices. And if you do get that bargain, and if it has been on your shopping list for quite some time, it's something that you need, by all means. You know, I thought, having gone through the whole lessons brought by COVID-19, we would be more interrogative of our spending habits on just the way we do things. Sticking to spending habits because today it's about Black Friday and spending. What confuses me though is that I would have expected that because of the lessons learned at the height of COVID-19 lockdown, most of us would instead opt to spend less during this time and during the festive season. But I can see, we are just willing to justify our spend and go ahead and just spend like there's no tomorrow. I might be wrong, but please, if you feel I am wrong, do give us your comments and share with us your feelings. The truth is, while we might get a good feel rush in the moment of making a purchase, we simply cannot afford to become further entrenched in debt, especially during the current uncertain economic climate. According to a study that has been done by McKinsey Consulting, it is estimated that 48% of consumers will be motivated by better prices during this year's Black Friday. While this allows us to save money, it is advised that we also establish a spending framework, such as having a budget to help facilitate and control our expenditure, while avoiding overspending and giving into FOMO. FOMO is real, guys, and if you don't know when and how you get FOMO, please study yourself. While shopping may have evolved to become smarter and more digitally, we still want to feel and touch and taste and smell. So what do? We head to the shops. When we do that, I urge you to do your homework before heading to the shops to make those purchases. Create a shopping list and stick to it. And most importantly, know what you can and cannot afford. Know how far your budget is going to take you and stick to it. By planning ahead and ensuring spending structures are in place to accommodate your budget, you might just be in a better position to open yourselves up and put yourself in a driver's seat to spend responsibly. This way, you maximize savings from Black Friday deals that will positively impact on your life or of your family and your lifestyle without falling into the trap of FOMO or future debts in the process. I'm no saint. Like most of you, I've had my share of financial mistakes. And there was a point where I seemed to have forgotten and disregarded the fundamental lessons my parents taught me. Isn't it fun what my mother used to say, Auntie, money doesn't grow on trees, Zamo. Now I know exactly what she meant. Or she would say, unless you control your money, making it won't help because you'll still have a bigger payment to make. And my dad would say, live within your means. Better still, live below your means. Albert Einstein, where he's quoted saying, he who understands compound interest earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Last week again, I took my shopping list and I headed to the mall Wednesday and Thursday, the 18th and 19th of November, for grocery shopping because I didn't want to be near the malls on the Black Friday week. It didn't help that some of the shops had mentioned in their catalogs that their promotions were only eligible in store. So chances of doing online shopping kind of flew out the window. During my grocery shopping trip, I came back very proud of myself because I had made a massive saving. I saved a lot at Checkers, at Clicks, at Game, at Discount, at Pick and Pay. Yes, I made sure that I go to the mall where all these stores are there so that I don't have to drive from one place to another. I bought stuff that would have normally cost me 4,100 and instead I ended up paying 2,846 for all my groceries, making a saving of 1,254. Returning home, I told my family, including my helper, the next time I'm going grocery shopping will be at the end of January. So please, ngiyabacela, they must treat the grocery esinayo with love, with care, with consideration, and mind that money and groceries doesn't grow on trees. Because you see, even my husband will tell you, grocery shopping for me is not an event, but an exercise. I don't just leave the house without a concise shopping list, a pen and a calculator. Even despite the calculations engisuke sengizenzile endlini. Labo buy 5 for 100 rand, mina I divide. And sometimes when you do the calculations, you realize that there's no difference mawuthenga lento because the price is normal to compared to any other month. And sometimes, yes, they're right. If you buy those promotions, it works. Minaga even go a step further, comparing till slips from previous months, because that's where I can actually track if I'm making a saving or not. So did I lose on the benefit from Black Friday? Firstly, no amount of retail psychology labeled as Black Friday would deter me from sticking to my budget, because my grocery shopping is a whole month affair. Even when I shop online, which is what I prefer, I continuously load my online shopping cart based on my grocery list versus my monthly budget. I will continually monitor all items per store. Literally, ngivule Pick and Pay, you game, Checkers, ngivule, so that if into yehla ngapha ikhuphuka ngapha, I move this item to the other store, and that's how I make my savings. And mind you, lama savings don't include meat and fruit and veggies for my kids that I buy weekly. Fortunately, we have a fantastic spa with an amazing weekend specials. That's where you'll find me on Saturday mornings. And I spend roughly just less than 500 rands on fresh meat, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables every week. So again, do I benefit from Black Friday? I still maintain no, because I take my expenditure seriously and no Black Friday will influence my spending habits in any way. It's all in the planning. So don't let me stop you. If you had planned on going to indulge on Black Friday, please do so. But I also have to ask you, be responsible doing that and do your homework first to avoid unnecessary financial mistakes. That's me, Nanzamo.